this will go over the entire nose. Now if you feel like it's too dark, what you could do is lay the color in the center and then pull it around and guide it where you'd like it to go, and that will thin out the color. I'm pretty much just doing what I did before, using the tip of the brush to touching color, little dots of color, so it appears kind of uneven up here. So I'm laying the color in the center and then pulling it and guiding it around where I'd like it to go. Before the color dries, rinse your brush, wipe it on the towel, and then soften. So lay the color in the center of the shape, and then you can pull it and guide it around and soften the edges. And that's the first layer of what will be a darker brown. Now these hairs are getting longer here. And in this area we'll have some darker hairs. I'll begin to create some longer hairs. These hairs are beginning to curve up like that. There, do you see what I just created? They're coming in, then they're curving up. That's what I think I'm seeing. And now I have a guide to follow. And I'll fill in this area. All right, so just lay it in, and then we better get in there and just do some pulling of color before it dries. I'm pulling some hairs out, and it's okay if it appears sloppy. So there, we've gone slightly darker, and I'll do the same on this side. Applying all of these different layers of color is what creates depth in the fur markings. So instead of having just one flat black shape, you've got these shapes that contain all different kinds of browns and blacks. I'm just taking this slightly darker. I'm using a super gentle touch, just laying this color on top of these previous applications. And it's taking everything just slightly darker. And gently softening. Now that the darker values are in place, I feel confident to get started on the white areas down here. And most of these parts are not going to be white. We're going to use a very pale gray, and by the time we're finished, it will still appear white, but will contain shadow and different values. And finally, would you like to create whiskers? We can do that. I'll go over that one again. There you go, you can see that. It also helps to rinse the brush and wipe it on the towel after every application, so the color doesn't cake onto the brush. So I'm bringing the whiskers out of the dark spots and kind of laying them in all different directions. And there it is, our tabby cat face.